Howdy neighbor, welcome back to the channel. Okay, what are we doing today? We finally got the, oh shoot, I gotta get the insulation over here. It's a good thing we're talking about this right now. We had a leak here. Thankfully, we're able to access it to the garage. If not, we would have had to remove some of the tile in the shower, which we did about 5-7 years ago. So I'm glad we didn't have to do that. We were able to do it this way. The reason it's so big is initially I thought the leak might have been down here because it was so soft, the sheetrock here. So I cut that section and it was not leaking here. So then it's like, okay, there's a pipe up top. So I cut a little bit more. No go there. So well, let me see if I can see it on this side. So that's why this side got open, because the plumbing's on this side as well. So it was kind of a cut up section here, is all beat up. So it was like I still had this piece. So what I did was make it easier on myself. Just cut out a whole big piece. So then I just have to, float the top, then the corner, and then the 3 here, and then boom, it'll be so much faster than having to, tape here, 3 here, 3 here, 2 here, whatever. So just easier, just cut out a bigger section. I had the scrap there. So what we have here is I have blocking here because I had to cut this little header piece here. But it's a small section. It's not really holding anything. Yeah, of course it is holding, but it's not gonna collapse or anything. So I've got this to hold this in place. I've got this blocking off to the side so it will catch the sheetrock. That's one way to do it. And then I also have these clips. So I'm going to use the clips on this side, and then I just put the 2x here, the scrap ones that I had cut, just threw them here. So then that way I wouldn't use all my clips. And you can see there's multiple ways you could do it. So I'm putting the old scrap 2x here, so then the sheetrock drywall will catch that. This was just to support this so it's not flimsy. And the 2x on this one is like right about here. So we'll use the clips on this side. So it's easy. You'll just slide it in here. The reason I have this X here in that area is so when I put the drywall back up, I will know not to screw here, because this is going to be for my future electric water heater once my gas breaks on me. So I did this one of my videos maybe about 8 months ago or so. So it's already wired in for an electric water heater. So then once the water heater does crap out on me, all I have to do is remove the gas one out. I could put the electrical one in. I wouldn't have to worry about at that point in time. It's like, oh, I got to run the wiring and all that. So I did it in advance. So this is very easy. It clips into the sheetrock, and then I'll have to put screws here. Whoop, that one fell. Okay. But that one was, I guess, a little thicker there. So it goes like that. And then we'll put a screw here, and I'll put another one here and one up top, and probably one right about here. And then, actually, I'll put it closer to this edge here so it won't be flimsy. And so then, all you have to do here, get your screw. And this is a tip for the drywall. It'll only go so far. So, it's like, where is it? So I'm going to put it there. And there you go. A little far out on that. I'll move it back up. So what happened here is my shish kebabs. Hang on. Oh, there goes the second one. It's all right. I'm gonna retrieve it. Thank goodness I can reach it. So I'm just trying to make sure that this doesn't go up like that one did. I guess I'm here. There you go. Where is it? Let me reach for that real quick before I forget. Come on now. There's one. Way over here to the end. So it has this mesh here, so that's why you want to put the screw through. You don't want to go on this metal side. So when you put it there, you want to go in the middle of this. So where you see this, you know, that's the center. Just got to dial it in. All right, so put it there. Like I said, it moved on me, and the other good thing about these little clips, I'll show you in a second. So that's the center, so go right about here. And as you can see, it dimples it in right there, so perfect. So once this goes in like that in the sheetrock, so if this is in the ceiling and you don't have any support, when you put the drywall in here, it kind of cinches it, it pinches it. So then with it doing that, you can just let it stay in place, get your screw gun and do that. So that's kind of the cool part about that. So again, I got those. We'll get this top one, then I'll get the insulation in a second. There you go. And I think they come in a 4-pack, 6-pack. I don't recall how many come in a pack, because I already just have them out in my little toolbox thing. One more up top. And they cost about $4, maybe. Let's say $5 for 6. I'm guessing it's 6. I don't remember. But yeah. So that's that. I really don't need to put one there, but you know what? For demonstrations purposes, we're gonna do it. So if I didn't have that there, boom. So I'm set here. Again, I don't need anything in the middle because I have the studs here. And then on this side, I have the scrap plywood, which is basically the same thing like this. So once I get it in there, then we break the clips off, and I'll show you how we do that. But first, let me go get the insulation that I have in the shop, and I'll be right back. Hang on. All right, neighbor. Well, I did have some in the shop, not a lot, but it looks like it'll be enough for this, and that's all that I need. Just enough for this little job. Whew, I didn't have to cut it either. Okay, even better. And it's been about 3 days since it's been dry, the leak that we had here. So now we can cover it all up. And you see concrete here because it's the garage is lower than the house, so the first floor is right up to here. So it's kind of almost a cellar kind of thing, but yeah. So that's why it's a split level home too, my house. So all right, we got that in there now. So first things first, we're gonna put the ceiling. And I measured it and everything, and then I cut it, and I put the left here so I know it's left. Let's see if it fits. Okay, yeah. Let me. What was the other thing I was gonna do? I need to put a couple clips on this guy here too. That way, we'll be good to go. And this way, I know it's not gonna kind of dip in or anything like that. It won't have that opportunity for that. Oh man, are you kidding me? Okay, well, you saw it here first, guys. This house was built in the 70s. Okay, so what am I gonna do? You're wondering? Well, don't worry, Art can do that too. So we're just gonna put a piece of plywood. I'm gonna get something, just put some screws here so I can screw that in. Man, I can't believe I did that. Pushed a little too hard because it got stuck, the screw. So let me get a piece of board or plywood, and then at that point I'll just run it this way, and I'll just shoot screws in, and then we'll get her done. So hang on, neighbor. We'll be right back. All right, neighbor, we are back. I had some scrap 3/4 plywood. Just tuck it in here. Again, that's another option, just like what we're doing here. So there you go. It all worked out. Everybody knows another way to do it. So, no biggie. Anyway, we're going to float it out. So, we will. Something, this drywall is brittle because it was fine a second ago. And then it just. So this one won't push it into too much. Because we don't need it to break any more than what it is. But that guy does not want to go in. There, come on, come on. Anyway, I'll put a little more mud in that spot if I need to. I'll put another. It's like there's flies on the wall here. But what are those black things? Are those bugs? No. Just all the doggone screws aren't put on. All right, well, we got it in there now, right? So, the other thing I do is I need some more screws here. Let's do that. Okay, now let's hope it fits perfectly after doing all that. Is it gonna fit right? Do we need to modify? Do we need to trim it out? Let's see. Okay. And this guy. Okay, that clip is nice and tight for this now. Okay, hang on, guys. If it's not one thing, it's another, is it? I'm telling you. It's never easy. I'll tell you, just when you think it should be easy, then you run into problems. But no big deal. Okay. It's a little tight right here. And one more moment. Alrighty. So, I have a rasp here. A homemade one. You can buy this at Home Depot and all those for probably $15. But homemade one, cheap, free. All it was scrap 2x. And this is the wire that you would use like for stucco and stuff like that. So just a small scrap of that. My dad actually made this. I guess I would call this an heirloom now that he's passed. Probably had for like 20 years, this block. We had two of them. Obviously, I lost one. So still have that guy. It's not like I do drywall every day, so you know. Yeah, so you need just a little more. I don't need to shave it all off, so that'll just scrape it off. And then that's it. And there you go, guys. We're in like Flynn. So now, throw that down there. Sorry, heirloom. You know what I need to do, guys? I got nowhere than this stud is for the ceiling. So put a screw there. See, forget all these things. You're ready to like be done. I know I am. Oh, must be a screw there. Okay. I've been messing with this for a while. Prepping it and getting everything ready. And the thing is, and now I'm trying to feel. So you do the ceiling first, and then the drywall goes underneath it. All right, so like I said, it does a dimple, so it when you put the mud on, it will. Okay, takes care of that. Going here close to the edge. And I gotta get this done. It's holidays in a few days, so there are people coming over and all that fun stuff. And then now there's hardly any space in the garage. Oh, that metal clip pushed in. It broke. All right, so then I've got screws there, but that's fine. That's why I had that plywood in there. It won't. Eventually, when I get one of those. Okay, no. Oh, ding dong. Wrong spot. So I got a big gap here, maybe 1/4 inch. Oh no, probably 1/2 inch at the bottom. Okay, well, that's fine. The mud and the tape will cover all that. All right, guys. So we're done. That looks good. All right, so that's done. So now, ta-da! Let's see if this guy's gonna fit. And hopefully I got it the right way. I forgot to mark this guy. We'll see. Okay. Let me get off the ladder so I can push it up, because if not, it's gonna slip, break, and then we're home stretch here, guys. So I do have a mark on the bottom where the stud is. Okay, so all right. So I'm not good on the bottom, but I can get that squared away in a second. So what am I gonna do? Just once the sides go in. All right. Oh, I gotta come up more. That's why it's not going in. It looked like. Thought I wasn't. Oh, come on. No. Oh, get my finger out. Here. Okay. So what are we gonna do? Get the multi-tool And just kind of scribe it. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do to the bottom since I'm off a little. So okay, that's in. So then this goes right in there. Boom, catches it. So I love it. Like I said, I love these clips. Should be a 2x. Hope a little too high or a little too low, maybe. Okay. Thought I had one there. Okay, well, okay. Forget that mess, I guess. All right. Now to do the center, but before I do that, it's a little off down here. So again, get this guy. It's a little high on this side. There you go. That was pinching it there. So, no big deal. And then after we're done here, put the tape up, float it out, and then after that I can put the what do you call it? The shelving back on. So that's what these plywoods are here for the shelving. And just haven't. I gotta float it out. Alright, we're done there. Put something on the bottom. And then alright, neighbor. Whew. We finally did it. Oh, wait. I'll break these clips off. Let me get my pliers real quick. Alright, neighbor. So now, you just get a pair of pliers. Go up and down on it. It breaks it off. And then, they are not there any longer. The one on top, and then I'll show you what they look like in a second. And boom. So these are, again, easier to do. I like them because you don't need to have any plywood laying around. You can just keep these little metal things in your toolbox or whatever, which makes it really easy. So again, the hole wasn't that big. It was probably like an upside down L, basically, because like from here down. But to make it easier on doing the taping and floating, now I just put one all the way down, one down here, top corner there, and boom. Then I did that right there and float all that out, and boom. That'd be so much faster than trying to patch this around the stud here and then trying to blend here and then go up and down. You're still gonna have the same number. This way I can just float it out, go up, down, and I'm done. So, all right, guys. Well, hope you liked the video. Like, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. You guys take care. Bye.